Hello, comics and pop culture people. It's your friend Brian, aka Bigby McFly. And it is my pleasure to welcome some friends here tonight to hang out for a Super Friends Super Chat live stream. And so we'll explain a little bit more about that as we go along. But let me go ahead and bring them to the stage here. So I will exit the solo layout here. And we have Mr. Akins from What's on the Comic Rack, Matt from Matt Likes Comic, and last but not least, Alan the Comic Collector Geek. So how you all doing tonight, guys?
Okay,
pretty good.
Thriving.
Oh, I've had that interesting day.
It's been a day.
One of those days too. One of those days too.
No, actually, I got really good news yesterday from a medical point, so I was on a high for most of the day. So
that's good.
Okay.
And I don't mean what they gave me at the doctor's either.
Brian,
hi, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
So what we're going to be doing tonight, we're going to be giving away some books. We're going to be doing super chat bundles of stuff. So if you do a super chat for, I think we agreed on, was it $10 we agreed on?
Sure. I mean, it's your super chat, whatever you want.
Yeah. So a super chat of $10 will get you the books that Mr. Akins is going to be showing. And then I'll also get you an entry on the wheel for some books that I'll be showing here. I guess I could show those before.
Wow, you got a bunch of bundles. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You've got oodles of bundles.
I got bundles and bundles and bundles.
Considering how many you gave away on Nate's channel the other night.
Right.
Yeah, I sent out 5 packages today. Some to Hall, because I'd found some that he wanted. I sent one to Lettuce Comics because he was missing Namor number 11, so I sent him number 11. I know.
I looked for it too. I mean, I really did. I wanted it for myself as well.
Namor number 11. What's so special about that?
Okay. Well, here's the story. Okay, Mr. Akins here gave Lettuce an A-OK with issues 1 to 10 of Namor. Mm-hmm. I found issues 12 to 16, 2 copies at the last Sportsplex show we went to. I thought that Lettuce was
liked it,
happy.
But
I thought he was happy with the Namor. So I bought them and sent them to him as an A-OK. Turns out he hates Namor.
Hey, Steve.
It's going to be his favorite character. He just doesn't know it yet.
But I didn't get it. I didn't know. I didn't see it or wasn't paying attention. I thought he liked Namor. So, of course, when he said he hated it, I sent a note to Nate going, crap, I bought him all these books. Like, I sent him more than just the Namor.
He's going to learn to
like it. And Nate goes, send it to him anyways.
You should send him that and like a broccoli or something, like.
Yeah, broccoli.
Yeah, I was going to send him the rest of the run myself, but you beat me to it. But he missing number 11, so that was one of the ones I sent off to him. Number 11, I sent that one off.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. I mean, now he has the complete books that he hates.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to show some books here that are going to be. So if you guys do grab a bundle tonight, you will be on the wheel to potentially win these books. So I'm going to show some books real quick. So we got Batgirl 47 with an awesome Terry Dotson cover.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
That's very nice.
We've got X-Men 97 number 1, the Hellfire Gala variant number 1.
That book is quite hot. Cool. X-Men 97 because of the show.
Yeah, I tried to put some good stuff in here. We got Wonder Man number 1 newsstand.
Oh, wow, newsstand.
And we got the TV show coming up, so that's kind of a hot book.
That's $1 million book right there.
Hot book. We got Miracle Man number 1, the Silver Age from Marvel.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool.
We've got a Man Thing number 1.
Ooh, I've got that one. That's very cool.
We've got Ghost, the first appearance of Ghost in Dark Horse Comics.
That is so underrated and underloved. I like Ghost.
Yeah, I love Ghost. Adam loves Ghost.
That's a character that needs more.
We've got a special photo cover number 1 Sandman from the Netflix TV show. So
They do. Is the second season actually coming out because of all the stuff that's going
they've
on?
got to be so close to having it done. It probably will come out, I would assume.
No, I mean, but with all the stuff that just happened.
Really hope.
From what I've seen, it's coming out, but the third season has been canceled.
Yeah. Okay.
We got a Hero Magazine 100 Most Important Comics of All Time from 1994. So this is the 100 Most Important Comics in 1994, anyway.
Actually, I have some of those. I had the first appearance of Richie Rich and Mad #1, which were both on there.
We got a lower grade Bronze Age Spider-Man 173, but still a Bronze Age Spider-Man 173.
Wow,
very nice.
We got a Silver Age book. We got a Rawhide Kid number 55.
Interesting.
And the last book, the coolest book in the lot, is the first appearance of Hellboy.
Oh, the poster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this one actually predates Dime Press. So this whole bundle will be able to be one plus a sketch that I've been working on while we were waiting. So since it's a super thing, I'm doing a Superman sketch.
Oh, very nice, actually.
Gonna have him breaking the chains kind of thing going on. So
yeah. Nice.
So there we go. So let me put all those away. Let me make myself not the solo layout.
That's all good stuff.
That is
so basically members get a drawing once a month, and that's this month's drawing or whatever. Right?
No, this isn't this month's drawing. This is just a bonus thing we're doing.
Wow.
To encourage people. So if you sign up to be a member tonight, you'll get put on the wheel tonight.
The wheel.
Or if you claim one of the bundles in a super chat tonight, you'll get put on the wheel to win.
Oh, very nice. Very good.
Yeah. So and then you'll get all those books I just showed plus the sketch of Superman.
Oh wow, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. So and then I guess I'll explain the memberships I have. I have channel supporter level, which is called Bigby's Buddy. We have a dollar bin diver. Oh, Matt Likes Comics is a new member. There we go. We have dollar bin diver, which is so there's once a month there's a giveaway for dollar bin diver and for key collector. So there's like for key collector last month I gave away a first appearance of Lobo and a bunch of other books. Wow. And the month before that I gave away, what was it, some other huge book, something other big, I don't remember what it was.
Nice. So that's really good.
So yeah, so we'll be giving away that'll be coming up on the 15th. I do that the 15th of the month every month. So Matt, let me put you in the wheel since you're there. I'll make you big, Mr. Akins, so you can do what you're gonna do.
Okay.
You can show some books and people can
do a super chat. You said you want to do
that for $10. We'll get you all the books in a bundle that Mr. Akins is going to show.
Send to you $10 super chat.
Doesn't even probably cover the shipping.
Doesn't matter. Almost everything. Well, everything I've got here, I've got multiple copies of it. About 2 years ago, I bought 17 long box collection, and I've kind of gone through it, sold some enough to make my money back. And a lot of these had multiple copies of it. So everything I'm going to show, I've got multiple copies of these. So we've got a Daredevil number 300.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
A Lee Weeks cover. I think that's who that is. Weeks. It's got to be Lee Weeks.
That's actually important book in the stuff that's coming up.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
So I started with probably the best one of the bundle. I haven't read this one, but I do have another copy of this, and it just looks very interesting. This is MODOK Assassin.
That's cool. It's like Elektra Assassin.
Yes.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird. That's what I said. I was thinking this is a very interesting cover on this.
Yeah.
Ultimate Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Punisher. Any of those Ultimate fans out there that may be missing this one?
That's pretty cool.
That's actually the different perspective of the first appearance.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
it is
exactly.
actually.
Yeah.
That's from the point of the gun. I like that. The artwork's really cool.
Yes.
Oh, it's Sienkiewicz.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bendis and Sienkiewicz.
Yes.
Very nice. Good stuff.
Wow.
Last Days of Magneto, number 19. I'm not familiar with this. I've got this one. Like I said, I got a multiple copy of it. I haven't read it because I don't have the other ones.
That's a pretty cool cover, though.
But that was another thing. One reason I picked some of these. I'm like, these are pretty cool covers. At least you get some nice cover art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I'm a big fan of devil and demon type covers, so that's a pretty cool one.
That kind of reminds me of something you'd get like from the Golden Age, almost like with the devil like that.
Yeah,
Very
that
cool.
is really sweet.
Astonishing X-Men number 2. Age of Apocalypse.
Probably got some first appearances in that one. I bet.
I bet you're there.
A bunch of that Age of Apocalypse stuff's had first appearances of characters that actually mattered later on.
Very cool.
And I've got a almost full run of Millennium.
Is that number?
Oh,
number
wow.
1,
Okay,
right?
so there's There's 8,
one,
right?
Which, what would you say, Matt?
I think there's 8 in the run, eh? Like there's
8 in the run, and I have 7. Meaning, I've got my own personal collection, but in this, there was for some reason I can't. I'm yet to find
cool.
8. This I feel is a cover swipe from Contest of Champions number 1. To me, this is the same cover from Contest.
Look a lot like it,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number
I'm not familiar
2
with
is
that series, but
number 2 is a key. What's
Yep.
the key on significance of this one, Bigby?
The key significance, that's the first gay character in the DC universe.
Oh yeah, which one was it?
I don't remember.
It's not Midnighter, obviously.
Somebody in the chat can probably get us on that.
Oh, I'll look it up real quick. I'll be back.
yeah, look it up.
I'll be back. What's up, 22?
22, hey.
Number 3.
Buck,
of
how you
Millennium.
doing? Big Nasty, hi. How you doing? So everybody, just to let everybody know what's going on, we're doing bundles of books. $10 super chat gets you a bundle of books and also gets you on the wheel to win some cool stuff. I'll show the cool books you can win also, as well as a sketch by me of Superman that I'm doing right now.
Apparently, it's Extrano. That's the name of the character. Extrano.
Estrano.
Yeah, Extrano.
Estrano.
Alter ego Gregorio de la Vega or de la Vega.
Gregorio de la Vega. Okay.
They wanted to give him HIV at first, but they thought that might not be a good idea.
Oh, geez.
That would be a really bad idea.
Yes.
First gay character, and he's got HIV. That would have been bad.
Yeah, man.
And number 7's the last of that run that I have.
Very cool.
See, I would make an argument against that about him being I guess he's the first openly gay character because Maggie Sawyer came out pretty much when Superman became post-crisis, and she was a gay character. So
yeah, I think he's the first openly gay character for DC. So,
and last but not least, I always have to throw in a John Byrne, a name.
Always have to.
I like that book. I bought it, and
so Nate's gonna go for this probably.
Yes, he's gonna go for this, even though he has this one. This is that.
Guys, bid now because this is the time.
No, that is actually a really good story. Like, forget the rest in the sense that like that. I've read that recently. That is a good book.
Yeah, I enjoyed John Byrne on Namor this run. I'll really
be right back, guys.
Say that again.
He'll be right back.
Oh, who, Bigby?
No, that was Alan.
Alan.
Oh, okay. So this one, John Byrne, Namor number 12, Millennium 7, 6. Oh no, this is 5. I'm missing 6. That's the one I'm missing. 4, 3, 2, 1 with a Contest of Champions cover swipe. Astonishing X-Men #2, Age of Apocalypse. I'm sure there's some first appearances in that. Last Days of Magneto #19 with this cool cover. Ultimate Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Punisher. MODOK Assassin. And Daredevil #300 for a $10 super chat. Somebody wants to
$10. I get you on the wheel of names.
That'll also get you on the wheel of names to get you another that first those books that you showed at the very beginning, right, Bigby?
That's right.
$10 super chat. You get these guaranteed.
How many books is that?
This is 12. I mean, this is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, that's 12. I need to make it 12, so I put this one in here to make it 12. I like to put 12 in a Gemini. Fits nice and snug.
So 12 books, $10 shipped.
Yep.
And you can also, if you want to become a member at the key collector level, you can also get the bundle. So those are the two ways you can get it. Either you do the $10 super chat or join. And that way, if you join in the key collector, you're in the drawing every month. Also for big books that I give away every month.
I will say Millennium I found pretty good. But the problem was I had read Millennium and wasn't too long after Crisis. So after Crisis, it felt a little. But the key about Millennium was it was different takes on the characters, and therefore, from a reading point of view, it was an interesting read. As a result, it wasn't the same Superman, it wasn't the same Batman, it wasn't the same,
One of my friends who was big into DC did not like Millennium, and I think he doesn't like. He felt like there was too much. You just got through with Crisis, and he felt like there was a stuff that was being retconned right after Crisis, and he just didn't. I don't think he's also that big of a fan of Steve Englehart. Steve Englehart did all these, so there was a running.
What's Millennium about?
Millennium was the Manhunter story, I believe, right?
Yes.
It's the one. It's basically. It turns out that the Guardians of the Universe, Guardians of Oa, had, before they created the Green Lantern Corps, they created these Manhunter robots to be the Galactic Police, and then the Manhunters went rogue and tried to take over the universe.
No, that's what always happens.
Mm-hmm. But in the case of the Manhunters, they planned for like 20 years. Like, for example, they replaced a lot of characters on Earth. Like, for example, in the Superman version, and I read this recently, so I know this part. The town doctor was replaced, the one who had replaced all the babies. So he made all the babies that were born in Smallville, including Lana Lang, Manhunter agents, secret agents, sleeper agents. And of course, Clark not being delivered by that doctor was not added to the thing, but people like Pete Ross and Lana Lang and a bunch of basically everybody he went to high school with was.
And that's, I think, what he didn't like about it. It was sort of like rewriting. You had these established characters and their relationships, and it kind of undermined those relationships by them.
I mean, how do you even go back from that though? Once you say, "Oh, now they're."
It's funny you use that wording. That's the exact wording my friend used. It's like, how do you go back? He says you're going to have to retcon all this too, because he said he just didn't like it. He said as soon as I was reading that, I didn't like it. Because I
found it slightly. I found it slightly disjointed compared to what Crisis was like, but I think that's just different writers and different styles. They also, with the Millennium, 8 weeks, so one a week for 2 months. You didn't have the 12-month
gap
period to write things like they did with Crisis.
Exactly, and that was I think that was the first time I remember them putting something out that quickly, a week. And at that time,
it was the second one. It was the second one because Man of Steel came out 6 straight weeks back in the summer.
So these are all like early 2000s.
Oh no, this is 87, I'm sure.
Yeah, Millennium is 87 or 88.
Oh, okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, because at that time I was still getting things off the rack. So these things I was still getting off the rack. We were going to gas stations and drugstores to get comics at that point in time. I remember there were like 3 places we would hit. We were able to drive at that time, and we'd drive to this one because they wouldn't get the exact same things on the rack, meaning this place would have like Superman, or this place would have Fantastic Four, and this place would have this. And then sometimes they would put stuff on the rack that they were almost like they were trying it out, saying, oh, let's see if this sells. Let's see if that sells.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, I had that same problem when I was a kid. I had to go to 4 different stores to get everything.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
And then a comic book shop opened up not far from me, and that made it so much easier.
Yeah, it was 45 miles away for the first comic book shop. It was in Pensacola, Florida. So I had to drive 40 minutes.
Hey,
so
Cliff.
that was one of those things where it was like once a week we would drive down there. We would get together with me, and that was the only other person I knew that collected comics. Obviously, they had enough to sell them off the rack, and I'm sure it was people that weren't necessarily collectors, but just kids saying, hey, Mom, can I have this book or that book? Unlike me and him. And we would drive down to Pensacola on Saturdays and see what they had and pick up stuff. One time I would drive, sometimes he would drive.
Cool. All right. So we got 12 books, $10.
12
or
books.
you can
Cliff on Comics. Cliff.
join up. That's right.
Going
Cliff.
twice.
Hey, Cliff. Had the pleasure of meeting Cliff at Terrificon.
Yes. No takers.
So not yet. Let me go ahead and go back through. We'll do let's go back through the stuff that you can win if you so the deal is $10 super chat gets you a bundle that Mr. Akins is gonna send you. So $10 gets you 12 books on that one. And then you also get put on the Wheel of Names to win this bundle, possibly. So amongst the other people. So let's see here. So we got a very cool Terry Dotson Batgirl Joker cover.
Which is the reason why I signed up for the membership. That's the book I want.
We got an X-Men 97 Hellfire Gala variant cover #1. We've got a newsstand. Whoops. Let's see. You can see it. Newsstand Wonder Man #1. Got his TV show coming up.
What are Wonder Man's powers? I don't know the character a lot.
He is basically invulnerable, and he has these little jetpacks that help him fly on his belt.
Okay.
Is that about it, Mr. Akins? He's super strong.
Does he have some weird energy thing? I thought we saw him in the
Mr.
comic that
Akins
was
is
just
muted.
read.
You're muted, Mr. Akins.
Okay, I'm sorry. On the inside, he was energy, ionic energy. Then on the
Yeah,
outside,
there's some weird energy thing. Yeah.
holding that energy in. And you're right, his shell on the outside had a degree of invulnerability. He was super strong. And then there came a point where his shell on the outside was broken. This was in the early 2000s, and he was just an energy being. I didn't like that iteration of his powers. I liked it better when he was Wonder Man, and he was, the ionic energy on the inside and the shell on the outside that was keeping that ionic energy intact. Of course, he had super strength and invulnerability, but he couldn't fly. He had to have jetpacks to be able to fly.
Miracle Man #1. We got a Man Thing #1.
That's another cool cover there. I like it.
We got the first appearance of Ghost in Dark Horse Comics.
And that's another good book.
We've got the photo cover variant for Sandman #1 with the Netflix actor on the cover. We've got
I actually thought the first season was really good.
I did too. Hero, a special edition, 100 most important comic characters of all time. This came out in 1994.
I just want to figure out what the other ones are. So that's
There's the,
All Star
you
3,
First Uncle
Batman
Scrooge.
1, and what's the crime one? I can't quite see
I don't know. What
Crime,
the crime
it looked like Crime Super Stories 22.
Crime does not pay.
Oh,
Crime
crime,
does not pay.
sorry, Crime does not pay 22. Sorry, yes.
Probably 22 with the hands on the cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've also got an Amazing Spider-Man
E-books.
173 in a lower grade. We got a Silver Age Rawhide Kid number 55.
Yeah, I had a buddy who was really into the Rawhide Kid. I think he had collected 3/4 of the run at 16.
And the first appearance of Hellboy. So those will be on the wheel, as well as you will get a sketch that I started tonight, drawing of Superman. So I'm gonna be having them breaking the chains there. So
That's really
working
good.
on that right now. So anyone who signs up to be a channel member or claim a bundle for $10
Super
How many
chat.
people do we have watching?
gets a chance to win stuff.
How many do we have watching? Let's look and see. 9.
Oh, we got to get the numbers up somehow. Show some skin, guys.
That might not be it. Well, you want to show
That might actually lower
second
the
bundle,
numbers.
Mr. Akins? So they have a choice.
I can show another bundle of comics. So
Here's a zombie trap, if that'll help.
Yeah, zombie trap.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and show a second bundle. So the first bundle we'll call Bundle A, and then you can go Bundle B.
Bundle B. I haven't read these titles, but I've got multiple copies of it. I've got a run of The Agency. I don't know if anybody in the chat has heard of The Agency.
No.
This is
Jenkins Top Cow.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of them. I don't think I've read them though. But
so this is number 1, number 2, number 3.
If I remember correctly, somebody told me it was X-Files like.
That's what it looks like.
Number 4.
That's really cool looking.
I like this cover. Number 5.
Speaking of which, apparently the X-Files are coming back.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I heard that Buffy the Vampire Slayer is coming back.
Buffy is definitely coming back. I'm very excited.
Are they
because
going to get new cast?
With
Like
Sarah Michelle Gellar is going to be in
Sarah
it.
Michelle Gellar's coming, and apparently they're going to be announcing Allison Hannigan has been in negotiation to come back as well.
Like, no offense to the girl, but isn't she a bit old?
Well, she may not be the main
Aren't we
character.
all, Alan? Aren't we all getting old?
If you'll recall that she was teaching new Slayers in the last season, there will be a set of new Slayers, they've said.
I think they should just recast it. Like, get a nice, young, fresh cast.
Well, they can probably still use her as, like he's saying,
as a mentor.
She's coming back as a mentor type figure who will also get involved once in a while in the fights.
But it should be a person named Buffy is the point. You know what I mean? Like actually a cheerleader, Buffy girl kind of thing.
We don't know what they've got planned. All I know is that she's signed up and Willow's coming back, but there's no word on anybody else in the cast. Xander's not allowed to come back. So
Majestic.
Yeah. Again, a lot of these I haven't had a chance to read. How about a Super Patriot number 3?
That's a cool cover.
Oh wow.
It's very 90s.
I think the image is
90s. You want more 90s?
Unrated.
Braddock and Company. That's 90s.
Oh wow.
Bad Rock, yeah.
But that's good 90s.
It's
not like what?
It's fun 90s.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's not bad covers like the cover for Batman, the Detective Comics had during the 90s and or what's his name with the big Rob Liefeld. I don't like him at all.
Young Blood then. Strike File.
You can call this 11. The 90s bundle.
Yeah. Youngblood Battle Zone. Look at that one.
There you go.
Wow.
That
Although
one?
it looks like she used to be a member of KISS.
Yeah, I know.
That
Let's
one?
rock and roll all night and party every day. Gorgeous books, though.
Yeah,
That
there's some
one's really
nice
cool.
covers.
Actually, that's cool. That's Joe Casana.
Is it?
Yep. Joe Quesadilla.
Joe
I always
Quesadilla.
wondered how to pronounce his name back in the 90s. I was like, how do you say this guy's
If
name?
I remember correctly, Joe Quesada was the artist on the first Azrael book.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually liked Azrael.
Yeah, well, that was
as a
my
series.
first. If I remember correctly, that's the first time I saw a Quesada cover. I remember, like outright, that it was him.
So you want to do a $10 super chat on this?
You want to do 10 or you want to do 8?
Let's do 8. Let's
do 8.
Let's
$8
move some
super
time.
chat. We'll get you
$8
either
super chat.
get you bundle A or bundle B, and also get you on the Wheel of Names.
Yes.
And that gets you all those
Bundle A
books
or
shipped.
bundle B.
Wow.
I'll ship these suckers out. Reduce my
These
stock.
are better than Dollar Bin.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
we
less
got
than $1 a book shipped.
That's
Exactly.
And it
insane.
gets you on the Wheel of Names to possibly win the drawing, or you can sign up for a membership. The membership is in the description of the video, and the membership will also win you the bundle and get you on the Wheel of Names. So
Very cool.
$8 super chat. Just super chat $8 and then send me your address and I'll ship it to you.
and Mr. Akins's Instagram is in the description. You can get a hold of him on there, and he'll get those books on their way to you for the
I
low,
actually
low
think I
price.
follow you on Instagram there, Mr. Akins. So
That's right. They can follow both of us on Instagram. They can follow. There's also the membership link is also in the description as well. So I got to ask: did anybody else watch the Fantastic Four trailer?
Yeah, it's really good.
I haven't had a chance yet. It's just been that kind of a couple of days.
And Mr.
Had I
Akins,
watched
he doesn't
it
do that.
earlier, it would have affected my Friday show.
See, I'm
gonna show
trying to
first.
do like I did in the past. In the past, when the MCU was really going, I did not watch any trailers. I tried to not watch anything people were talking about because I feel like a lot of times they overanalyze things before I even see the movie. And so they've spoiled so much stuff that I was able to a lot of times not see anything that was going on, and I was actually able to be surprised. My students would say, "Oh, Marvel movie's coming out. Mr. Akins is going to take Friday off," and I would take Friday off to get there during the first showing because most people were at work, and I'd have the theater myself and I could watch it. Then I would go again later, and I was able to not watch any trailers. I feel like they have too many trailers now too. So I haven't
usually they have like 2 or 3 like iterations of the trailer, right?
Yeah, and I know it gets some people hyped up, but a lot of times I feel that I see too many trailers. People start talking. There's analyzation. There's overanalyzation. People like this. People hate this, and there's so much that I almost like. I feel like it's spoiled, and I know too much already. And
When is the movie coming out? Is it coming
July.
out this year?
July. It's going
I
head to
think
head.
Superman comes out, and then it comes out 2 weeks later.
Oh,
And
wow.
as a guy who's a big Fantastic Four fan, I am really looking forward to it.
Oh, very nice.
And
I'm actually looking forward to both. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to both. And as a big Fantastic Four fan, because I am a Fantastic Four fan, I want to know as little as possible and be surprised as much as I possibly can going into the movie and not.
I can't convince my family to go with me, Matt. Would you like to go together?
Of course, my family, Sarah doesn't want to go to the movie theater anymore, if possible. So yes, I'm definitely going to. That's my wife.
Cool.
the thing is, I agree with you, Mr. Akins, on a lot of that thing about the trailers. I do tend to avoid trailers of movies I want to see. However, I made an exception for the Superman one because I really wanted to see Crypto.
Yeah.
See, I haven't watched that one either. I've just, the only thing I've seen is, the thumbnails on things. And if somebody's talking about it, I just avoid that, and that's the only thing I've seen. There's thumbnails. So I know Crypto's in the Superman movie, and that's it.
Part of me thinks that after Superman 78, this is going to be the best Superman movie ever.
Maybe. Could be.
Well, it's not just the origin this time. And the first fight with, like, say, a General Zod. Like, this is going to be apparently an interesting story. And you've got these side characters like Metamorpho that I'm really looking forward to.
I'm just worried that they have too many characters that they might.
Are we spoiling too much for you, Mr. Akins?
Well, see, even those kind of things, that's fine. I mean, it's hard to avoid even that. I'm like, oh, well, Metamorpho will be in there. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to be surprised when he comes on screen.
It's
anymore.
James Gunn, so all the weird characters are going to be in there in one way or another. But that's I did have the advantage.
I want them to focus on Superman and make it more of a story about him.
I like the new girl who's playing Lois.
Yeah.
She looks pretty Loisy.
And I actually think the guy that they have playing Superman kind of looks like he could go Clark Kentish very well and go.
I think he's a little too small in real life, so I'm curious how they're going to make him because Superman is 6'5". Okay, he's 6'5" and he's like 230 pounds. Like that's who he is.
He's sort of my build, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, like
I'm like the reverse of those digits.
Christopher Reeve was a tall man. So was Brandon Routh, and so was Henry Cavill. So they were all tall men. They weren't necessarily 6'5", but they were big enough to look big in front of the other actors. Because, like, I don't know if you guys know, but what's her name? Gal Gadot is only like 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah.
She's not
really?
that tall.
She looks tall. Like they always make her look tall.
Yeah, but that's an effect they use to make her look strong compared to other. They can do that with camera angles, right? So
yes. That's how they got away with it in Lord of the Rings. It's all about camera angles and how
that was so well done. Forced perspective, it's called.
Yes. I love how Christopher Reeve was also able to, when he was Clark Kent as opposed to Superman, how he was able to almost shrink himself. I think he did a really good job of making himself smaller.
If you read Bronze Age Superman, he admits that he slouches a little bit when he's Clark and with the glasses, and the voice change he makes slightly. It's just enough that unless people really like a detective like Batman would figure it out if he really wanted to. But the average guy like you and myself seeing Superman and then Clark, first of all, they're never going to be together to make the like side by side comparisons, right? So you wouldn't even think, especially with the way Clark acts, it wouldn't even occur to you. Probably.
Yeah, it's not just the glasses, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not just the glasses. It's the mannerisms. It's the fact that he manages to slouch to make himself look a little smaller. Plus, he wears baggy clothes so that he hides his muscles. So
he stole that from Bullet Man.
Yeah, there you go. Corin Swit is 6'4", Cavell's 6.
Yeah. What did you think of the of Smallville's version of Superman? Not the later version, but at the beginning. I loved Smallville right across all 10 seasons. I loved it. Okay.
I've had the pleasure of getting Tom Welling's autograph. That guy is very tall. And I just remember him coming out because I was first in line to get it. And I'll just remember because like I'm only about 5'8" myself. But I just remember this tall guy coming out. Hi, I'm Tom. How are you? With his hand out. And I'm like, wow, not what I was expecting at all. I was, low key, and it was awesome. He was great. He was a great guy to talk about because I asked him like, what was it like getting to meet Christopher Reeve? And he was like, that was one of the best moments of my life. He says, forget that he's in a wheelchair. He's one of the funniest guys you would have ever met. He says he's cracking jokes left, right, and center. He was saying so. I think that was pretty cool.
I still think Christopher Reeve is my favorite Superman. So
Christopher Reeve as right now is my favorite Superman. Yes,
my Christopher Reeve will always be Superman to me, always.
Yeah.
But
my favorite Luthor though is the one from Smallville, Rosenbaum. I think he did.
Rosenbaum is really good
because you kind of, as that character was developed in that story, you kind of felt sorry for him, and that's what I think you need in a great villain, that you have some sympathy for him, where you can understand why he's doing what he's doing, as opposed to being evil and doing things.
I will say that the best Lex Luthor, one of the best though, was John Cryer on Supergirl. He was absolutely fantastic as Lex Luthor. He should have been, honestly, he was born to play the role. I would put him up in the top 3 with Gene Hackman and Michael Rosenbaum.
I love how they created the dichotomy with Clark's parents and his father, and showing that, it's one of those nurture things as to why people were acting, the way they were. Hey, they were raised this way, and this gives you some idea of why they became who they are later on in life. So, I really love the Lex Luthor aspect of Smallville almost more than I did the Superman aspect of it.
I've never watched Smallville.
Okay. You never watched Smallville?
No. Oh wow! It's on Disney if you want to watch it.
So all 10 seasons.
And Amazon. It's on both.
Smallville is on Disney. So it's on Hulu then.
I might.
It's not bad because the thing is, if you read like me, a lot of Superman, the characters they keep bringing in, it's like, oh, I know this character, and so on and so on.
Yeah, I like that about the Flash when they did the Flash series.
Exactly, and with Green Arrow, they brought on a lot of Batman villains, but still. But one of the things I found annoying about Smallville was that they kept bringing Lionel Luthor as being involved with, Clark, hiding Clark and all this stuff. So he knows, and that kind of bothered me a little bit.
The only real issue I had at the beginning was their overuse of kryptonite as a plot device to show why Clark couldn't do something or that kind of. It was just, to me, it was overused. It's almost like there's kryptonite everywhere, and I understand it came with him, and there was all the meteors that devastated Smallville and stuff, but I felt like it was just used a little too much.
I think there's better foils for Superman than kryptonite. I really do. I think his desire not to see anyone get hurt is a much better foil. Than.
Well, I loved when they brought the Persuader on from the Fatal Five. And when they brought the Legion on Smallville, they brought the original 3 on to Smallville, and that was pretty cool.
So was each season like sort of a setup where there's one main villain?
Yes. There was one season where the main character became the main villain became Doomsday, and there was another one where General Zod was the villain. And
did they have Darkseid or any of the biggies? Or
Darkseid was implied. He wasn't there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have to say, I really liked Erica Durant as Lois.
Okay. And did they have
they revisit Smallville later on in other shows too, and the one where Luthor goes to Smallville, he's killing all the Supermen, right? And he goes to Tom Welling's character, and he pulls out the kryptonite, and Tom Welling's character just grabs his hand, and he's still strong. He's not. He's relinquished his powers of Superman, so he just kind of crushes his hand and intimidates him. He's like, "Man, that doesn't work on me."
I do remember asking Welling, did he prefer who did he prefer, Lana Lang or Lois Lane, the actresses? And he said, "My wife."
My wife. I prefer my wife.
I don't know. I don't know, but
so that's a good.
Was she there?
That's the politically.
Well, I don't know if she was there or not, but it was just so funny because He's like, and he turns around. He goes, "You really want to know, don't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I didn't have the chance to do it like you did." It's because I find both actresses extremely cute. And
oh well, I mean, they have to be, right? So, but did they have the other heroes like Wonder Woman and any of the other like Justice League people appear in Smallville? Or
yes, they had Aquaman and Oliver Queen and Black Canary. They actually had a Justice Society where there was the Hawkman and Stargirl and
oh wow,
Dr. Midnight.
now did they do a crossover with the Stargirl series, or was this too much?
No,
too
this
early?
was years before.
Yeah. Okay. I actually liked the Stargirl series. It got canceled though. So
yeah, I didn't realize the guy that played Aquaman is the guy that plays Jack Reacher now in the the shows, because he's super jacked
really
now.
buff.
And he was
and the guy who played Green Arrow, Justin, what's his name? He was Aquaman for the pilot on their live action one that they did a one shot. Yeah. I've seen it online. He was going to be Aquaman. Justin, what's his name? Hartley. Yes.
So whenever
Justin
I think of
Hartley.
Aquaman, I kind of think of somebody with a bit of a slim build. You know what I mean?
A swimmer's build.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Justin Hartley was a little buff back then, but he looked like Arthur Curry. Like the face he had with his blonde hair, he looked like the comic book Aquaman.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like Momoa as Aquaman. I didn't really feel like he was the right, look for Aquaman. I think he's going to be a great Lobo, though.
Oh yeah, he's going to be perfect as Lobo.
He looks like a Lobo. And the thing is, there was a Lobo. If you ever watched the show Krypton on Sci-Fi Network, there was a Lobo on there, but I think that Momoa is going to look better than that one did.
Mm-hmm. That was like a live action show?
Yes. Krypton was a show that was based on Adam Strange went back in time to meet Superman's grandfather on Krypton, and basically their adventures were, because he wanted to make sure that he had Jor-El, who would have, Kal-El, because apparently at the present time on Adam Strange's Earth, this huge Zod was being bad because Zod was still around because he'd gone to the Phantom Zone.
But there was no Superman to balance him out.
Like Superman was about to die or something like that, and he wanted to ensure that, or Zod was trying to erase Superman from the continuity or something. I don't remember exactly. So he had to go back in time to ensure Superman gets born.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
it was.
I'll have to watch that at some point too. There's a lot of the TV series that I haven't actually watched. That I feel like I missed out on a little bit.
Have you guys watched the Spider-Man, the new animated one?
I watched the first 3 episodes.
That I have not watched.
I just finished watching. They have 5 episodes out now.
That they do. I'm not sure about that.
What's that?
But they do way too many swaps.
They're trying to do like a whole alternate universe, Elseworlds kind of thing. So
no, but I mean gender and race swaps.
Yeah, well, I mean that's how they're doing
that. I like to keep the characters their own, what they were supposed to be. But other than that, I think that it lacks a little bit of action. Maybe it's just because they're trying to develop the story a bit. But
there's a lot more action in the last. So there's 5 episodes. So the last.
Oh, I've only watched the first 3.
Yeah.
I think what they did was they released the first 3 all at once, and then now they're dripping them out. Is that the way they did it?
They did 2 new ones on. So I think they're doing two a week.
Oh, okay. Because I thought the way that they ended the 3rd one was really well done. Whereas the cliffhanger, where Spider-Man's identity is known and stuff. Yeah. What are you guys laughing about there?
Oh, just the whole Spider-Man's identity it's revealed, and it's not, and it is, and it's not.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think the series is quite well done. I think it should be a pretty good series. I think.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting for what it is. It's a different kind of Elseworlds take.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting how they had Doctor Strange in it briefly, and the way that they brought the spider in was a little different.
Yeah, it was a little different. Yeah, I had heard some people were upset that Uncle Ben is already dead when he becomes Spider-Man. So they're like, well, what about, the whole guilt thing?
Yeah, that's the whole motivation for him to be. Yeah, there's certain things like that don't really make sense, but oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well, it's what it is.
I would say so.
And they didn't have like some of the major characters for Peter Parker, like Flash Thompson. Is it Flash Thompson? His kind of, yeah. The ones
they didn't have Flash Thompson, but they have what's his name, Lincoln, the guy that becomes Tombstone, is like one of his friends in high school now.
Yeah, and then what's his name, Neil or Ned or whatever.
Yeah, they don't have Ned.
Ned. Yeah.
If you get far enough, it's more like Harry is more like Ned.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna have a female hobgoblin?
No, because both Harry and Norman are there, but right now they're on his side, so I don't know how that's gonna play out.
Well, you know what? They made Norman Osborn look good for the first couple of appearances, at least in front of Peter Parker. So,
well, no, they always have to do that, right? You almost have to. It's supposed to be a surprise that exactly. he's the bad guy. Yeah,
he really has nefarious purposes, right? Yeah.
And you have to realize that some people that may be watching this may not know the lore of Spider-Man. They know the character. Right, oh, it's Spider-Man. So they may actually be surprised in this, especially if you're dealing with an 11 or 12-year-old that's watching this that doesn't know Spider-Man lore. They are, Norman Osborn, he's a cool guy. And then all of a sudden it's a big surprise to them,
But a lot of people have also seen the William Dafoe play him in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Norman Osborn, and I mean, like, he's a bad guy.
Dafoe did a really good job of
Dafoe.
Oh, yeah, he is a great Norman Osborn.
Dafoe did a great job of playing the foe.
That's who he was playing.
His name.
I've seen that meme, Willem Dafoe and Willem Defriend.
Yeah. But I'm looking at the clock, Bigby, and I'm going to have to go because 6 o'clock comes early here. So
you got it, brother. You got it.
Thank you for the invite, and it was good to actually meet you sort of in person, Mr. Akins.
Nice to meet you as well.
Okay, bye, Steve.
Well, Matt, I will let you know if you win. We'll let you know if you win. Okay.
Okay, great. Take care, everybody.
All right. So I might head out too then, since.
All right. Well, you're going to jump out? All right. Well, then it'll just be me and Mr. Akins hawking our wares.
So hopefully some people, the lots that you're showing are actually, it seems kind of almost like criminal to take them from you.
I think we don't have enough people in the chat.
They just don't realize what they're missing out on. Yeah.
That's true.
Well, we'll try to do it again too. I think I'm going to try to do it like a semi, like every couple of weeks, do something like this. So if we don't get enough people this time, maybe people will watch it on the rewind, and then we'll get more people to be in on it the next time. But so we have the membership thing.
How many members do you have right now?
What's that?
Bigby? How many members do you have right now?
I believe I've got 8 or 9 members right now.
Okay, you have more than me. I have 7.
Right.
Okay. And
I'm really trying to. So I don't know if people realize, but I'm giving away really big books every month to the people who are members. So
I know that's why I'm
saying. Last month was a first appearance of Lobo on really high grade, as well as a bunch of other bigger books and the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen Volume 1 and Volume 2 trade paperback.
Oh, that's really cool.
To the key collector level. And then the Dollar Bin Diver also got a really nice trade. I don't remember which one. I think it was like a McFarlane Spider-Man trade, and then a bunch of other key issues. Cool. And they're getting like $30-$40 worth of books for the dollar bin diver level, and then like close to $100+ worth of books for the key collector level. So, or more than that. The Lobo alone was probably close to $100. So,
so Alan, your members have access to just private videos.
Private videos. That's the way I did it. Yeah.
Okay. So you did it that way instead of like having like a Patreon or something like that.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is like in my thing, it's like it's not that many videos. I'm gonna try to do one a week. You know, an extra bonus one where I show something that I'm not able to show on the live. So
right.
And then also
some of the more racy
sometimes
stuff.
I'll show some spec stuff and some things that are a little bit like that I don't really want the general public to know. Like, so there are certain books that I'm chasing after that I, you know, will tell people in the members only thing. So, you know, stuff like that. Actually, I just picked up one today. That's something I'm thinking of making a members only video about, because it's kind of weird that I like because tomorrow's video is about you know, I always do my top 10 lists where I, you know, where it's like my comic challenge, you know, where I, you know, show these books, you know. Well, tomorrow's one is about comics that you don't expect to be a key, right? Where it's like an oddball key, where it's the first appearance of somebody, but why are they in this book? For example, like one of the ones I show is Life with Archie 43. And you're like, what the heck is Life? You know, it's not even like it's like a random issue of Archie.
Is that the Godzilla one?
That's the first appearance of Godzilla.
It's Godzilla, right.
You know, it's like sort of like these underground, under the radar keys, right? So yeah, so there was a book that I picked up, a couple books that I thought, oh, these are kind of cool. I just picked them up on eBay. I have a method that I use on eBay to get things cheap. So yeah,
but you don't want to give that away.
No, it's actually a method that I recommend. So what you do is, like, if you see a book you want on eBay that you really, really want, and you think, oh, it's a good price, like it. All you do is like it and wait a day. And generally most sellers will like have like some offer that they'll put out to you. So you'll save like a few bucks. So the books that I wanted, the going rate was like $100. Somebody had it listed at $20. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. I got it for $16 though.
Wow.
So
because they're wanting to move it.
Yeah. So it was first appearance of Inspector Gadget.
Oh wow.
Really? What issue is the first appearance of Professor?
You know, so I thought it was good. Like, I actually was thinking, like, somebody asked me, because I was trying to make up this list, and somebody asked me, oh, what's the first appearance of Inspector Gadget? I'm like, I have no idea. I didn't even think there was a comic for Inspector Gadget. Right. And in a way, I turned out to be right. What they did is they had a free comic book day. So there's a free comic book day first appearance of Inspector. That's his first appearance. Now, he did appear in 1983 in some French book, but his first American appearance and first official comic book appearance is in a free comic book day, Inspector Gadget #1. Free comic book day.
When did that come out?
I think it was like, it was not even that long ago. It was like 2000 and either 11 or 17. I think it was 2017.
Okay.
So not that long ago.
Yeah.
If you think about it, that's not that long ago.
No.
Considering, like, I watched Inspector Gadget like when I was a kid, right? I remember coming home from school, and Inspector Gadget was one of the shows that was on TV at the time when I got home.
Yeah.
And it was always the same show. It's like the same show, The girl figures everything out.
Penny saves the day, right? Yeah. Penny and Brain.
Yeah. Yeah, Penny and Brain. And like they always like the fact that the dog is like, trying to keep him on track. Just point him in the right direction kind of thing. I think there was one episode where I remember he actually figured it out himself. And it was like, wow, what's going on here? But I liked Inspector Gadget as a kid. So
So that's the kind of stuff that you've been putting on these the members videos, stuff like that.
Yeah, like sometimes like these like really obscure things that people might not know about, right? So I'll put
Comics
it up
Limited.
Hey, it's Travis.
Hey, Travis.
What is up,
He
sir?
is a wrench, and he is a subscriber. Look at that little symbol. That means he's a subscriber. So take the lead, people. Follow Travis's lead here.
Okay.
And someday you too can become a wrench.
You don't have to be a subscriber to be a wrench, but
yeah. But yeah, so I'd recommend, you actually create some cool little video things, Bigby. I mean, you could, I mean, my point is you could create some extra, just create a few extra ones, sneak them into your members thing, and give them some little bonus content.
Yeah, I can work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have like members do get.
I'm not the one to talk, anyways. I have 7 members, as I said. I'm like the worst at building members. And I think they only
your
took
advice.
sympathy on
7-member person.
Yeah, it's like, oh, wow. So yeah.
Weren't you at one point in time, Alan, working on your own comic?
Yeah, no, I released it.
It did come out, didn't it?
It's come out. It's in production hell, but it's come out. I think about 80% of the people got it. The other 20%, there's been some damages that were done when the printer sent it. So we were like fixing that. It's like, it's like, something and then something else happens, and it's just, yeah, it's we're trying. Like at the end of the day, it's painful.
Fine,
I was happy with the Kickstarter actually, though. I mean, the Kickstarter paid for the comic and paid for the second issue.
Good.
So I have enough money. I'm not making any money, but I'm not losing any money.
Right.
It's just a time thing. It's a time sink, but it's it's a fun time sink.
I mean, but you've got a comic book that you've created, and plus you've gotten the experience. Sometimes it's nice to just go through something like that and have the experience that you go.
Yeah, I learned a lot. Yeah.
You can tell somebody else, hey, this is my experience with this. And inform other people about, hey, this is the kind of pitfalls. Hey, don't do this next time. Plus, if you ever want to do it again, then you go, hey, I know not to do this, that, or the other.
Yeah, I'll do it a lot better next time. I'll tell people, wait a year and you'll see this comic that you just paid for. It is what it is. It is what it is. I've been waiting 2 years. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But that is the Kickstarter way. It's actually a really slow turnaround.
I know people that do Kickstarters for games, and it's doesn't seem to be the same. The fact that there's this delay doesn't seem to be as big a thing as when people want a comic. I think they really want, to read the story and consume the story.
I'm getting people really upset with me because they're like, well, where's the comic? Where's the comic? Where's the comic? I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm really trying.
It's in production hell.
It's in production hell. It's like, what can I say? But I am doing my best. Because I'm not the one in control of it in terms of the production part. The production is I have a partner. He's handling all of that. So I can pester him, and he's now bald because of all my pestering, but that's all I can do to him. I can threaten his family and stuff like that, but it only goes so far,
Exactly.
Break out your kung fu picture,
yeah, exactly. So it is what it is. Some people just don't get it. Like, at the end of the day, if you're supporting a Kickstarter, you're really you're just supporting the person's, the books are the bonus is the way it should be seen almost. But yeah, I do hope that people enjoy the books. The people that got them so far, like them. There's been one complaint, but yeah.
Well, there's always going to be complaints. It doesn't matter how how good of a product you put out or anything like that. There's always going to be somebody that's going to complain.
Yeah. So, But yeah, I try to make people happy if I can. So like, I think everyone that's delayed, actually, it works out better for them. They get, my partner decided to give everybody an exclusive variant that was delayed.
Really?
Yeah. So he's actually a good guy. And so yeah, that looks pretty good.
That looks really
considering
good.
you've just been working on it since we've been like sort of chatting here. Yeah, it looks pretty. It's very.
So if you guys want that, and you want a bunch of comics from Mr. Akins, an $8 super chat will get you that, and enter to win the drawing, and enter to win a whole pile of other big books that I have over here, which we'll be giving away at the end of the stream, which could be not too far away.
Which could be not too far away.
Alan, you want this sketch, don't you?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool sketch.
Well, do a super chat.
I actually don't even know how to do a super chat.
It's right there on YouTube. You just do there's a little money symbol, and you click
switch over. So if I did a super chat, you'd have to send it to my Stackery.
Yes. Yeah. We would send everything to your Stackery. So you would actually get a bundle of stuff from Mr. Akins, your choice of number A or B. And you get this, possibly get the sketch and all those other big books I just showed. So.
Yeah. And what's in bundle C?
Is there a bundle C, Mr. Akins?
I mean,
Can we see bundle C?
I've got 4 bundles, yeah. I mean, let's
see bundle C. Guys. Yeah. All right. So for those who are new to the stream, we've got bundle A, bundle B. Mr. Akins is going to show bundle C. You can get this for an $8 super chat. You'll get this. You'll get entered into a drawing, and you will also
win a drawing in the drawing.
Yeah. So you can win the drawing and the sketch. You can win
Dweller.
I don't know what this is.
And dog welder.
Dog welder. Sorry. Yeah, that's really weird.
That's number 3, and here's number 4. These are in really good shape.
I just never even heard of
them. They're cool. Like Garth Ennis. Garth Ennis likes those weird characters.
And it was put out by DC. It almost sounds like some independent kind of weird little.
Dog welder is a weird character where he like you get a dog stuck to you if you're a bad guy.
That'd be funny.
Comics Limited just did a
$9.99. Do you want bundle A, B, or C, Trav? You want to see?
Well, here's the rest of C. Since we're in bundle C, it's got some cable in it. A cable. Another cable. Here is a another Garth Ennis, Bloody Mary, Lady Liberty, #1. This is from DC Comics as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Printed under the Helix title.
Weird. That's
so, Trav,
cool.
the lowest you can go is
$9.99.
Like is that what you're telling us?
By the way.
Guy Gardner, Warrior.
Oh wow.
Fangs of the Widow.
Oh, that's cool.
I like this cover too.
Yeah.
New Men.
Instead of those old guys.
Instead of the old guys, it's the new men. How about some Bullseye's Greatest Hits? Look at that
that's
cover.
very sexy.
Oh, that's a
nice
cool cover.
That's an awesome cover.
I thought so too. Animal Man is in this one.
Oh wow, Pizzarama.
And then I've got some Tomb Raider. I've got this one. This Top Cow, Tomb Raider number 12.
Oh wow.
Okay,
that's cool.
That's not bad.
And
so $9.99. You go $4.99 or $9.99. Okay. So we're at $9.99 then.
Right.
Oh,
and then this one looks like, who did Liberty Meadows?
Frank Cho.
Frank Cho.
That kind of looks
like Adam Hughes. That's Adam Hughes. That's a valuable book, actually.
Okay. Well, then there you go.
This
is a valuable book that I got for 17 cents.
That's right.
Wow.
So
that's cool. I might have to do a super chat and get those.
Well, I think Travis is the first one, so he's getting.
He can choose which bundle he wants.
Yeah, you can choose which bundle he wants.
You got to show him bundle A and bundle B. I don't think he was around for those.
No.
Which bundle does Travis want?
Well, he just got through looking at C. Here is B, a run of Agency, the Agency, number 1.
And that's written by who?
This is written by Paul Jenkins.
Okay.
Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. I like this cover on number 5.
Yeah, actually, I like the very good girly kind of covers.
Number 6. Then there is an Events in there. This is Lot B, Majestic.
There's some Joe Quesada artwork there.
Yeah.
That Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Super Patriot. We're in the 90s now. Look at that. 90s.
Wow.
Oh, you can't say 90s without saying Youngblood. Strike File.
I know.
Youngblood, Battle Zone. That's Lot B. And then Lot A was the one that had Millennium. 1, 2.
And that's a key book right there.
Yeah, that's a minor key that we were saying. First openly gay character in the DC universe. Although Matt likes comics, said there may be some dispute about that.
Mm-hmm.
No, he said it was, but he was thinking it was the other character, but it was the right one.
5.
Key Collector lists it as that as the first.
Yeah.
And 7. I'm missing number 6 out of that run. Then we've got, this is still Lot A, Astonishing X-Men, Age of Apocalypse, number 2. I'm sure there's some first appearances in that. Last Days of Magneto, number 19, with this cool.
I thought that had the best cover.
Yeah, I like this cover as well, too. I like this cover, too, because of the perspective. Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and the Punisher. Mm-hmm. Then we have MODOK Assassin, number 4. Daredevil, number 300.
That's a good book too.
Yeah. And of course, I had to throw in a John Byrne. We'll do a Namor number 12 with this cool cover with the Invaders on it. So that was Lot A. So Travis, which lot do you want? A, B, or C? He's still in the chat.
He is. He's working right now. He's working to keep the internet working for everyone else.
He's working to keep the internet working.
He wants to choose A.
Okay.
All right, Alan, get in there and get that Adam Hughes one.
Yeah, you didn't want the Adam Hughes one. Make sure this is Lot A.
I will leave the stream and I'm going to go downstairs and super chat, and then I'll pick up Lot C.
All right.
So put A in there, Travis.
$9.99 on there is the lowest you can go for the. Is what Trav was saying.
Oh, so I have to go $9.99?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes $4.99, $9.99. They have it pre-lotted. We didn't know that, so.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
So Travis has got this one. Let me put his name on it.
All right. And then I will go ahead and also, Christina, I don't know if you could grab there's a subscription link, Christina, if you're able to put that up. It's in the description of the video.
And people can subscribe to your channel. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. And I'm going to go ahead and show that stuff off. Oh.
I'm going to leave and I'm going to go downstairs and super chat you.
So are you gone for the evening, Alan, or are you going to come back?
Yeah, I'll probably go for the evening.
All right. Well, we'll let you know if you win.
Caught up on Smallville, I guess. Gotta watch.
All right. Thanks for being here, man.
How many millions of episodes of Smallville? But
Alan, if you super chat, did you want the one with the Tomb Raider in it?
Yeah,
yes,
that was number 6, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll see you guys.
Thanks, Alan. Thanks for being here. All right.
So we got two
go ahead.
bundles on. Bigby.
Yeah. You got another one to show off?
No, that's it. I had these 3 bundles. I've got a mystery thing that I can't remember what's in this one.
So there's also a mystery meat bundle, huh?
Mystery meat, exactly. So we got rid of 2 bundles out of the lot here.
All right.
What's this one? I'm gonna put this one back. So I've only got this one left.
We got one of those left. All right. And so I'm going to go ahead and show the other stuff people can win.
Okay.
That's the last bundle left. You're showing that off right now. Okay.
No, this is Alan's bundle. I was just doing something instead of you looking at me. Let's look at some comics.
Okay, you got it. I got it. All right. So if you become a channel member at the key collector level, you can also win a bundle. So you don't just have to get the bundle. If you wanted to do the key collector level, you can do that as well. And that puts you in future giveaways as well. So Alan, if you're listening, you can also join the channel, and at the key collector level, that gets you entered into future drawings as well. And that would get you that bundle as well. So, all right.
The only bundle I got left while you're talking, I'll just show this.
All right.
The only bundle
I'll let you go ahead and do that.
This one, some 90s. 90s.
It was the 90s.
How about some Majestic?
Which is the Image Superman.
Wildstorm Universe event. And then there's this run of Agency in this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's the bundle that's left. Comic Collector Geek is now in the chat. Got his bundle here.
Now. All right. Well, I just messaged him, Alan. If you're listening, if you join as a key collector level, that also will get you that bundle and get you into future drawings for the big books as well. So if you're interested in doing that, you just click that link up there. It says YouTube channel. I think that's the one. Or it's in the description of the video to join the channel, and that will get you into future drawings, which happen on the 15th. You have to do it in Canada. You can still do it in Canada.
Yeah.
Canadian. That's okay. I still love you. But yeah, you could do it. If you join the channel as a channel member, you can get into future drawings as well, and that will get you that bundle as well.
Yeah.
So.
As Bigby draws.
I am exiting the solo layout to show the other books people can win tonight. All right, so here we go. So if you get a bundle from Mr. Akins, or if you join the channel at the key collector level, you are also entered in. Yeah, $10 Canadian is fine, Alan. That's fine. Or you can do I don't know if they have more. You can do that if you're feeling guilty. All right, so you're entered into the drawing tonight to get. We're going in the reverse order, kind of. A Silver Age book, Rawhide Kid 55. A Amazing Spider-Man number 173, a little lower grade, but newsstand 173. A Hero Magazine 100 Most Important Comics of All Time. A Sandman photo cover from the Netflix series number 1. A first appearance of Ghost. A Man-Thing number 1. A Miracle Man, the Silver Age number 1 from Marvel. A Wonder Man number 1 newsstand, which is spec book because of the show coming out. An X-Men 97 #1, the Hellfire Gala variant cover. A cool, I think cool, Terry Dodson Batgirl Joker cover. And the first appearance of Hellboy.
So that's the actual first appearance of Hellboy?
Yeah, he's in the background in an advertising poster, but this predates even that French book, the Dime Press. This predates that as well. So.
Okay. Okay, I'll have to remember that because I got a couple of copies of that in this collection here.
Oh, really? It's a spendy book.
Okay.
I think it's like a $30 or $40 book.
Because I was looking at this one, the Next Men, John Byrne's Next Men #21. I thought that was the first color appearance of Hellboy.
That is the first color appearance. This one is the first cameo appearance and mention of Hellboy.
Okay. Okay. I'll have to dig that one out then.
So, yeah. So you get that. Oh, and you also get, I forgot. Hello.
A drawing.
Also into the drawing did you win this with the books. So drawing a Superman that I'm doing right now. Been drawing this tonight as we've been chatting. So you'll be entered into when a drawing of Superman, breaking the chains. I like that. I've drawn this iteration of Superman breaking the chains a few times. I really like that idea of him busting loose. So
I remember that cover, that Neil Adams cover, when I was a kid. I remember when that came out. When was that?
Yeah,
75, 6, something like that.
Yep. All right. I'm wondering if Alan is having issues. Are you having issues, Alan?
No.
Comic book issues, of course. All right. So we're going to exit the solo layout. So I didn't get to ask everybody else too. You don't watch Invincible. Have you watched any of the Invincible TV show?
I haven't watched any of the Invincible TV show.
So I guess episode or series 3 is out, started coming out. So I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah, because I was thinking this was the first.
That is the first appearance, the first color appearance of Hellboy.
Okay.
Alan says he's trying. He is efforting. Okay, so I guess I will throw that link into the. Not sure why it hates you. I don't know. I'm gonna grab that link. So this is the link to join the channel. If anybody wants to join the channel, you can do that. You'll also be entered in to win on that wheel. So we'll go ahead and throw.
That is a good one. And I got this one, like I was saying, out of that 17 long box collection.
How many copies did you get? A couple? How many copies did you get?
There was only one of these. So as a moment, I got 2. I've got this one, and I've got the one that I originally bought because, of course, it was John Byrne's Next Men. So I was collecting that when that came out at the time. So there was only one of those. But that other book you showed, which was which one? Number 20? I may have
number 14.
It's
so so that number 14. So what issue is that? 20 something?
That's 21.
That's 21. Yeah. So this predates it by seven months then.
Okay. There you go, Alan. Alan was able to figure it out.
Super chatted Alan instead of joining the channel. Yeah, that worked. You could have joined the channel though, and then you would have been in future drawings as well, but that's okay.
Are we good to go then?
Alan. What's that?
I said, we good to go for the drawing now?
I think so.
Okay.
So we'll just give everybody one more chance. So if you guys want to get in, that it's now or never. Win this piece of artwork I'm working on, as well as that stack of books that that I'm giving away, and then you can join again later. You can join later. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then the bundle of books from Mr. Akins. He has two. We have a mystery meat, and then the one that's already open. Right.
Right. I'm throwing that in with this.
So we'll give a 30-second countdown here. If anybody else wants to get in, and then if you're watching this on the rewind, we're gonna do this again probably every couple of weeks or something. Try to do something like this to build up memberships and to just have fun and get some books out to people. I mean, $8 shipped is a crazy amount or $10 shipped is a crazy amount for 12 books.
And there's always at least one I consider good one, like that, like he's saying, that Adam Hughes in that spot.
That Adam Hughes book pays for it like double.
Then that other one had Daredevil number 300 and something else in that other bundle.
Yeah, I think that Adam Hughes is probably like a $15 or $20 book.
There you go.
So, you know, people like that Adam Hughes guy.
Yeah, he is cool.
All right, Mr. Akins. So you know what happens when I share my screen. So be ready.
Yes, I am prepared. If it goes bad, I'll just open this up and we'll look through, see what's in here. All
right. So we're gonna go ahead and show the wheel right now. So
here we go.
Mr. Akins, because you're doing that for me, I put you on the wheel to win my stuff. So because you are being gracious and giving those books away to people, and all the fundage is going my way. I appreciate that. So I put you on the wheel for that. All right. So we're gonna share screen. We're gonna share the. Where is it?
Here we go. Here we go. It's coming.
Right.
Wheel of Death.
Where'd it go? Wheel of Death disappeared. I guess I can pick a tab too. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I think picking a tab might be the
let's try that. All right. So
and then put that as a user, put that as a
bum 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 bum. You doing your shuffle and dance, your little song and dance there.
Exactly.
All right.
Look at I should have had Alan while Alan was here. While you're doing that, I should have had Alan tell me if he knows anything about this.
Oh wow, that's a 10-center.
So I picked it up. It was in the collection. I don't know what it's, I haven't even started looking it up. And it was like, oh, this is a normal size comic book, but it's not. I thought it was a normal size comic book because there's 3 of them was in the thing together. They were all in like one bag. And so when I pulled it out, this one's in pretty good shape.
Can you see that now?
I can see it. Yes.
You can see the wheel. So we got Travis, Allen, Matt Likes Comics, and Mr. Akins. That Akins boy. All right. So we're going to shuffle it.
This is not from everybody that's a member?
No, this is just for the people tonight who signed up.
Okay.
So this is not the big member drawing. This is just one for tonight that I put together for tonight. Okay. We'll have the big member one. That'll be on the 15th. So
okay.
So this is for people who signed up or did super chats tonight. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle this up 1, 2, 3 times, and we're going to say good luck to everybody, and we're going to click it and spin it.
Oh, Travis. Look at that. You're muted now. Now you're muted. Now you're not. It's still muted. Do you want me to read your lips? Say something, and then I'll read your lips. It's not working. No. Try it now. No, it's not working. It has hijacked your microphone. You're going to go out and you're going to come back in. That's what he's going to do. And that's what we do. See, I needed to have Alan tell me what this is, because I picked this up and I'm like, of all people, Alan would probably know what this is. Weatherbird in the Desert Dilemma with the compliments of your Weatherbird dealer. Weatherbird shoes for boys and girls. I don't know if this is worth anything, but Alan would know. And like I said, when I first picked it up out of the collection, I thought this was like one comic because it's kind of thin. But well, when I first picked it up, it felt like a normal size comic. That's because there was 3 of them in the same bag. So next time I need to pull that out and see what Alan says about those, because I'm not sure about, like Bigby said, those are 10 centers. What else do I have to show over here? Things that I haven't shown before. We've got an all-new Captain America with Remender. And who does the cover on this? After Kirby and Ramita. I don't know who does this cover, but I knew that it was an homage. Nate would love this. Afterlife in Gothland. Look at that one. It was a giveaway from an international shoe company. Are they worth anything, Alan? Are these things worth anything? Worth about, oh, I see. Worth about $5 from 1962. And it was the last issue. Okay. There we go. Mystery solved. You know, I was thinking that maybe I had found something worth a little bit, but like you said, it's worth $5. This one has just a little bit, looks like a little bit of water damage down here at the bottom. But otherwise, it's really good shape as far as being flat. Hardly any creases in it. This one and this one have water damage up here at the top. Right up there at the top. So, okay, $5. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, look at this. We've got, I love this. I think this is my favorite of all crossover pictures. Of course, it's done by George Perez, but I love this crossover picture of the JLA and the Avengers. I just love this picture. I think this was the best. This is when they were first going to do it. I love the dichotomy of who's paired with who in this picture. George Perez is always a master of the crowd shot. And this is a beautiful one. I would love to have a poster of this right here. I love it. What else? Ooh. Might as well show books while I got a chance. While Bigby's coming back. I got a Miss Marvel, #1. Got it in a top loader. A lot of times when I put things on this rack, if I don't put it in a top loader, just like putting it in any rack when you're a kid, you get that crease right there. So I try to put ones that are a little bit more expensive in a top loader and put it in the rack over there so it doesn't get that little bit of crease from the bar going across. The Rocketeer. This is a Dave Stevens and Steve Ditko on the cover. Dave Stevens at the top, Steve Ditko at the bottom. People love their Dave Stevens. I don't know if it's as popular as it used to be. I don't think people are looking for Dave Stevens as much as they were a couple of months ago. But I kind of got in on the craze and got a couple of Dave Stevens and things. Let's see what else we got. Oh, of course, I've got the Aussie comic book collector. I have his favorite book, Ravage 2099, #1. I don't know how many copies of this he has now, but he had last time I saw one of his videos, he was talking about how many, and I think he had like at least a short box of these, or maybe more than a short box. I think he was starting to put them in long boxes. If I get a big lot together, I will ship these to Australia to him. If I get like, if I can find 12, I'll add 12 to his collection. I'll send them down there to him. Here we go. Something you don't see every day. So me and my wife, we host foreign exchange students, and sometimes we go over. That's when I went over the summer over to Europe to went to some comic book shops. But when I had my Italian foreign exchange student, he got me this right here, which is an Italian print of Iron Man. Let's see what else we got. I love these poster books. I just love the art in these. So I got a big, huge poster book. I've never taken the posters out of this one. But they've got some really cool posters. I've been tempted to pull some of the posters out and put them on the wall, but I've never done it. So a poster book here from 2008. It's got some really cool posters in this. Let's see what else I got over here. Oh, speaking of George Perez and crossover, I love that one. This one right here, this crossover picture that George Perez did. But I think this one's awesome as well. This one is one that I keep over there just because I think it's just so, so cool, with Superman holding Mjolnir and Captain America's shield. Very cool. Let's see what else we got.
Hey, I'm back.
Are you back? I was just grabbing books, showing books. I'm just
showing books like crazy, like a madman.
I was pulling books off the rack and showing them.
Thank you.
No problem. I had
you know what? From now on, I'm just gonna if that happens, I'm just gonna restart the computer and not try to. I'm like monkeying with a bunch of stuff. I'm like, just restart it.
They had a Dave Stevens, Steve Ditko.
Nice.
Miss Marvel #1.
That's the first cover appearance of the Rocketeer.
Oh, this one? Yep.
Yep.
I showed this one because I think this is one of my favorite crossover pictures by George Perez.
Oh wow, that is really cool. What is that? What is that? What book is that?
One of those interview books.
Wow.
And this is back when they were first thinking about doing it, and it never did come to fruition.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, we were signed up for a lot of things that were rumored to be coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of them. Like people were, the shop that I would go to, they're like, we have people signed up for Storm and for there was no, but they were signed up for series that were rumored to be coming out. And so they were really annoyed that they had all these sign up sheets for books that weren't even necessarily books.
Alan said these were a promotional. They were worth about $5 a piece.
Oh, cool. Well, better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, right?
Of course, if I showed that George Perez one, I think this one is cool as well, with Superman holding Mjolnir and Captain America's shield. That's really cool.
Travis says the back cover of that Rocketeer is what he homaged your Iron Man cover.
Yes. An Italian Iron
That's
Man
cool. That's a classic picture of Iron Man too, man.
Yeah, from my Italian foreign exchange student. Aussie comic book collector's favorite book. Ravage #1, 2099.
Is that his favorite book?
I think he's got maybe a short box, maybe a long box of these things of just this.
Wow. It's the last Stan Lee book for Marvel, right?
I think so, yes. So, got one going to Alan, two going to Travis, right? Because Travis picked that one, and then he won.
He won the one that I'm giving him, yeah.
And so that means he wins this other bundle from me.
You could say that if you want. That wasn't my understanding, but if you want to do that, that's fine.
No, I for some reason I thought it was the books that you were showing, the drawing, and something else from me. But I can just send him this one.
It's the books that I'm showing, the books that they're ordering from you, and the artwork.
Okay. I guess it's time for me to go too. I'm gonna have to get up in the morning.
I'm gonna show this one more time, and we'll call this good. So let me.
Don't worry, Alan. I've got some more comics I can find. I've got boxes of comics that I got another stack here getting ready to give away.
So there's our Superman right now, and that'll be going to Travis. So yes, he says save a bunch for future drawings. That's true.
Yeah. Well, this one's going for a future drawing. I'll set it up here to the side.
You'll have to open it up so that it can be not mystery meat.
Oh, the mystery meat one? No, that was lot B.
Lot B. Okay. Oh, thanks, Alan. He says the Superman looks good. So, all right. Well, thanks to everybody who joined in, and stay tuned for more of these, as well as for the channel membership drive on the 15th. That's going to have the big giveaway for some big cool books. I've got some good stuff on the horizon, so we will be doing that as well. So thanks again to Mr. Akins for being here, and Matt and Alan for also being here. Really appreciate you guys showing up. And what's that?
And everybody in the chat.
And everybody in the chat. That's true. Everybody in the chat and everybody who joined in and was a part of everything. Thanks to Christina for moderating. Always appreciated. So share your love of comics with everyone you meet. You never know where it may lead you. It may lead you to hanging out with a bunch of cool guys like tonight and winning some cool stuff and some artwork. And stay tuned on the Instagram. I'll show the progression of that artwork on Instagram too. So all right. Thanks everybody. Good night.
Bye.